Once one of the most prominent faces on YouTube, SSSniperWolf is now facing a fierce wave of criticism and a severe decline in reputation. Prolonged controversies from accusations of content plagiarism, community backlash over her handling of personal information in certain incidents, to real-life disputes have made her a focal point of opposition within the community. The image of a gamer girl once adored by millions is now overshadowed by scandals and unresolved conflicts. At the heart of the story are controversial elements, with some opinions suggesting that she exhibits overly controlling behavior, prioritizes personal gain, and occasionally comes across as arrogant. What troubles the public most is that YouTube seems to remain silent, despite SSSniperWolf continuing to generate substantial revenue for the platform. But the big question is, what truly led to the downfall of this icon? Why has a once beloved star become one of the most controversial names? And what other truths have the audience yet to hear? All will be revealed in this video with little-known details and facts that might forever change the way you view SSSniperWolf. Before becoming a YouTube icon, SSSniperWolf, real name Alaya Shelish, was a British immigrant girl who grew up in an ordinary family with limited resources. Her academic journey took several turns. She initially studied design, then switched to pharmacy, but never completed either. Her entry into YouTube was remarkably humble, starting with just an old camera. This journey doesn't fit the typical mold of a star groomed for fame. Instead, it reflects a common experience for many young people, sometimes struggling to find direction but still driven by a desire to seize new opportunities. YouTube, at a time when it was chaotic and open, became the gateway for her to take a chance. Her early Call of Duty live streams were experimental and fairly simple. Later, she found a clearer path with reaction videos, a genre that sparks mixed opinions but proved effective in quickly connecting with audiences and aligning with the platform's algorithm. From there, the community began to wonder, how could a creator with such an ordinary start rise so quickly to become one of the most prominent female figures on the platform? This story also highlights a reality. On YouTube, success can stem from the ability to capitalize on trends and understand audience preferences, not just from pure creativity. And when success is built on such a volatile platform, changes in personal life or public image can pose significant challenges for anyone. But YouTube has never been just a game of chasing trends. For SSSniperWolf, the initial challenges didn't stem from her content but emerged from her personal life. Around 2013, certain information and images related to her surfaced online, prompting audiences to compare the cheerful, approachable persona on YouTube with other aspects of her real life. This sparked debates about the contrast between the cute gamer girl on screen and her off-screen persona.
Is she finally demonetized from all her videos, not just a showy BS ban? Hey, Sniper Wolf. I heard Faye Kid was criticizing you online. You should go to his house next.
As she stepped out of her small live streaming room to attend events, not every fan experience matched expectations. Some stories circulating in the community suggested that her real-life interactions didn't always align with her on-video persona, leaving some fans disappointed. Meanwhile, within the creator community, some voiced concerns that SSSniperWolf's reaction videos occasionally failed to adequately credit original content sources, sparking further debate. These discussions led to public exchanges, contributing to mixed perceptions of her reaction queen title. Ironically, these controversies only amplified SSSniperWolf's visibility. People clicked on her videos to discuss, analyze, or criticize, but in the end it all translated into views and subscribers, fueling her channel's continued rise to the top of YouTube. By the late 2010s, SSSniperWolf was no longer just an ordinary YouTuber. She had become the reaction queen, a rare female figure who could stand shoulder to shoulder with the male-dominated stars of the platform. But at the peak of her glory, cracks began to appear in the image of the cheerful, approachable gamer girl. Many longtime viewers felt that she no longer maintained the friendliness of her early days. Stories circulated that her real-life interactions with fans weren't always as warm as her on-screen persona, leaving some fans disappointed. Within the creator community, debates were even more intense. Some YouTubers argued that SSSniperWolf's reaction style was overly simplistic, relying on original videos with just a few brief comments added. Some even suggested that her approach inadvertently overshadowed her peers. These conflicting opinions spread rapidly, turning discussions into full-blown verbal battles. The controversies reached a peak around fan experiences. Some criticized these events as seeming more like publicity stunts to boost her relatable idol image rather than genuine connections. A portion of her younger audience expressed disappointment, feeling their expectations were unmet. This series of controversies led the public to view SSSniperWolf through a different lens. It was no longer just about talent, but also about transparency and how she maintained her fans' trust. In the world of YouTube, stardom can temporarily overshadow everything, but when audiences start to doubt, that glow begins to lose its brilliance. The previous controversies had barely settled when a new storm hit, and this time it wasn't just whispers, it exploded in front of millions of viewers.
Sounded like a yassified voice that also was mixed with a little bit of like a baby, but it was like a foreign baby.
So I wanted to attempt it.
Golf ball.
Golf ball. Wasp net.
Wasp net cut in half.
From some very naughty, evil bees.
And when I finally watched some Azzyland content, I was like, there it is. That's the voice.
We don't care what you are. We don't care if you're not even the same species.
Wait, they got a house? Why are they so angry all the time? This girl does sound like her. She's trying to talk like her. And then she's gonna act surprised like, oh, they thought I was her? But you were inspired by her.
In the world of YouTube, with millions of subscribers in hand, many creators believe they're untouchable by criticism. But SSSniperWolf suddenly faced a formidable opponent, not an anti-fan, but Azzyland, another female YouTuber rising rapidly with reaction content. Azzy publicly claimed that SSSniperWolf's style was too similar to her own, from video titles and thumbnail choices to performance and expressions.
And with SniperWolf, it was this bizarre affectation that threw me off so much that I made a montage out of it. Like, what the hell is that impression?
The Toronto accent gotta be the worst accent known to man.
You lying!
Yeah, what you saying, fam? I just wanna know why people from Toronto sound like they're talking through their nose. Yeah.
Shorty's just talking shit.
The internet jumped in immediately. Analysis videos flooded the platform, including hour-long clips from creators like Nerd City with provocative titles like SSSniperWolf Stole Her Life, reflecting their perspective. Viewers began comparing every frame, thumbnail angle, and even video intros, and the similarities raised major questions. The YouTube community quickly split into two camps. One side argued that SSSniperWolf's channel had become an uncreative copy, while the other countered, if a formula works, why can't others try it?
And that's you.
I can tap into my voice when I get like excited. It's like a bunch of the people who I went to school with and grew up around talk like that.
Boom! New bout!
My parents are foreign, and then I lived in Amsterdam for a bit. So it's kind of just been morphing over time. But the ironic thing is, I wanted to separate myself so much from SniperWolf that I started forcing myself to not talk like that. And now I don't know how to talk like that anymore. I like forgot.
Tragedy. She stole something from you and then like wore it out so much that you quit it.
Facing the controversy, SSSniperWolf didn't stay silent. She fired back, claiming that Azzyland was the one copying her and that reaction content isn't exclusive to anyone. The clash quickly escalated into a public war of words, with both sides defending their narratives. But perhaps the only true winner in this battle was YouTube itself. The drama fueled engagement. Views skyrocketed, fans from both sides dove into arguments, and analysis videos sprouted like mushrooms. Amid the chaos, SSSniperWolf's cheerful gamer girl image faced yet another challenge. Now, alongside praise, a growing number of voices in the community labeled her a copycat. However, her loyal fans dismissed the claims, arguing it was merely a repetition of a familiar reaction genre formula. The war of words between SSSniperWolf and Azzyland escalated rapidly. The back and forth turned into a tense, sisterly drama. Both maintained smiles in their videos, but behind the scenes, a flurry of accusations stirred up the community. For the audience, it was nothing short of a PR disaster. The cheerful, approachable gamer girl image SSSniperWolf had built was now under a lens of skepticism. Viewers began to debate, was she truly creative? Or was she just recycling a familiar formula and claiming it as her own? At the same time, other accusations surfaced. Some critics argued that her use of flashy thumbnails and dramatic titles, while effective at attracting younger audiences, raised broader questions about responsibility in content creation. These opinions peeled back the glamorous facade, prompting the question, where is the line between viewer engagement strategies and exploiting the naivety of young audiences? Yet, instead of reaching a clear resolution, both sides doubled down in silence, refusing to concede. SSSniperWolf continued to deny copying, while Azzyland didn't take further steps to confront her directly. But the seeds of doubt had already been sown. The audience didn't need a confession, they just needed enough evidence to question. And that skepticism led to increased scrutiny of SSSniperWolf's image. A portion of the public began siding with Azzyland, viewing her as the underdog in the rivalry, while others regarded SSSniperWolf with growing caution. From her once beloved status as the reaction queen, she gradually became a polarizing figure. Each new video didn't just bring views, but also a wave of sarcastic and mocking comments. In the world of YouTube, that's a troubling sign, when your name is mentioned more for drama and doubt than for the admiration it once commanded. But the storm didn't stop there. If the clash with Azzyland merely planted seeds of doubt, the next phase unleashed a true tempest. This time, SSSniperWolf wasn't facing just one individual, but a wave of criticism from major figures in the YouTube community. From Jacksepticeye to Creepshow Art, multiple creators spoke out, arguing that she had gone too far with her reaction content, earning her some harsh labels. These controversies didn't stay at the level of words. Analytical videos began to surface, dissecting every frame and line of dialogue. Some pointed out that her familiar formula seemed repetitive, clipping original videos, adding brief reactions and comments, and uploading to millions of views. The biggest point of contention, according to many, was the lack of credit given to original creators, a factor that raised questions about fairness in the community. In the eyes of some creators, this was an imbalance. Small channels poured in significant effort, while a massive channel like SSSniperWolf could garner views, ad revenue, and fame with just a few minutes of reaction. Jacksepticeye bluntly commented, "Reacting isn't just sitting there laughing at someone else's video." Creepshow Art went further, releasing a detailed video analysis that left viewers questioning, where's the line between reacting and appropriation? The public was sharply divided. Loyal fans defended her, arguing that SSSniperWolf was simply providing entertainment without malicious intent. But others painted a different picture, a YouTuber skillfully leveraging the community's appeal to solidify her position. A cold truth emerged through these disputes. When fame is built on borrowed foundations, its glow can fade quickly. And once the audience begins to doubt, every crack in that image is soon exposed. The storm hit faster than many had imagined. The friendly gamer girl image that SSSniperWolf had painstakingly built began to show cracks. On social media, the keywords associated with her name shifted, from funny reaction to controversial terms like content thief, a label that spread widely within the community. While some loyal fans held onto their trust, doubt had crept even into her core audience. Critical and analytical videos spread at a dizzying pace. In the comment sections of her channel, discussions no longer revolved solely around games or funny clips, but were filled with questions like, why doesn't she credit the original creators? And what does she offer besides reacting to other people's videos? These kinds of challenges circulated widely, becoming a major threat to the image that had once crowned her the reaction queen. Under the weight of public scrutiny, SSSniperWolf was forced to respond. She denied all accusations, asserting that she was merely providing entertainment and that reaction content is a genre anyone can explore. However, for many viewers, her response fell flat. They felt she was dodging accountability rather than explaining, fostering a perception that she placed herself above other creators. This marked a major turning point. From a beloved YouTuber celebrated for her entertainment value, SSSniperWolf became the focal point of a broader debate about fairness between giants, with millions of fans and smaller creators struggling to protect their hard-earned work. Just when it seemed the storms would subside for SSSniperWolf, each wave was fiercer than the last. If earlier controversies had sparked questions about her creativity, by 2023, everything erupted into a true tempest. The spark this time came from Jack Films, a veteran YouTuber known for his sharp-witted satire and blunt criticism of what he saw as wrongdoing.
So I recently stumbled across an entry on Know Your Meme that read, SSSniperWolf spends millions on new mansion. For those who don't know, SSSniperWolf is a YouTuber who reacts to TikToks. I promise it's way cooler than it sounds. Take a look.
So this at the store want to be petty, right?
How do you deal with a Karen?
So this hoe at the store want to be petty.
Oh, he got time.
Epic, right? Well, this news kind of inspired me. So what I've done is I've created a brand new YouTube channel called Jack's Films.
Jack publicly criticized SSSniperWolf's content creation as akin to systematic copying. This perspective resonated with many, though her fans argued it was simply an entertainment style aligned with trends. Analytical videos also highlighted how she often used other creators' clips as raw material for short reaction videos, rarely giving credit yet still racking up millions of views.
So far, I've only uploaded one video titled TikToks That Gave Me a Tummy Ache. Here's a little snippet.
Your mom a hoe.
Oh, it says your mom a hoe. Oh, that's not very nice. This is giving me a tummy ache.
Now I'm gonna try and upload daily on Jack's Films, so make sure you go to that channel and subscribe. Link in the description below. And please, help me get a mansion too.
Instead of backing down, SSSniperWolf responded fiercely. What began as a professional dispute quickly escalated into a personal feud. The climax came when the community accused SSSniperWolf of sharing personal information related to Jack Films during the conflict. Though there was no absolute consensus, many viewed this as crossing a sensitive boundary regarding privacy. For the community, this was a red line when the issue transcended content creation and touched on safety and personal privacy. The internet exploded. Tweets, reaction videos, and outraged comments flooded in. Many saw this as the most critical turning point in her career, as the controversy shifted from questions of creativity or lack thereof to matters of ethics and personal safety, issues that fueled public outrage like never before. Amid the controversy, SSSniperWolf faced accusations of disclosing private information about a fellow creator, an action many in the community deemed as crossing a red line. In just a few days, she went from being the reaction queen to the most controversial figure on YouTube. The mounting public pressure forced YouTube to intervene. Reports suggested that her channel faced temporary restrictions, and she was compelled to issue a public apology to de-escalate the situation. However, some viewers found the apology lacking sincerity, while others continued to support her. From being known as an approachable and cheerful star, SSSniperWolf's image became increasingly tied to debates about transparency and behavior. This was when a bitter paradox became clear. The higher you climb, the harder you fall. The fame that was once her greatest strength had now become a formidable challenge, threatening the very image she had built over years. Typically, a YouTuber caught in a major controversy would quickly fade from the spotlight. Community backlash, brands turning their backs, and loss of audience trust, this familiar script often marks the end. Yet in SSSniperWolf's case, the story followed a different trajectory. Despite a barrage of criticism, her channel continued to operate as if untouched by the upheaval. Videos were released regularly, views still reached millions, and YouTube rankings kept her among the top creators. This surprised many. Amid such intense scrutiny, a personal channel should have plummeted, but audience reactions were far more complex. A segment of viewers, especially younger ones, seemed largely indifferent to the drama. For them, her short, easy-to-watch reaction videos still met their daily entertainment needs. YouTube's algorithm, which prioritizes content that retains viewers, continued to push her videos into the mainstream. The paradox became even clearer in a broader context. A figure could face fierce backlash within the creator community, yet maintain a strong position thanks to the general public. This is what some critics call the disconnect between creators and viewers, when industry voices don't align with mainstream tastes. Moreover, some argued that the hate itself inadvertently became a promotional tool. Every analytical video, every critical clip, though aimed at exposing her, helped keep SSSniperWolf's name alive in the internet's news cycle. Search volume spiked, curiosity spread, and paradoxically, anti-fans became part of the media machine surrounding her. From this, a striking message emerged. The internet can destroy reputations, but it can also fuel those who are uncancelable if they know how to leverage attention, whether positive or negative. In the online world, it's not about how many people love you, but how many keep talking about you, and sometimes controversy itself becomes a shield, allowing a figure to endure far longer than anyone might have predicted. Perhaps the most elusive aspect of SSSniperWolf isn't the drama or the glow of fame, but the true person behind a YouTube channel with tens of millions of views. From a YouTuber seen as adept at capturing audience tastes, to being accused by some of merely repeating a formula with little originality. Who is SSSniperWolf really? Or is she simply an embodiment of a cold algorithm that decides who rises to visibility and who gets left behind? These questions are not easily answered. Her story doesn't just reflect an individual creator, but serves as a mirror to the internet era, where truth and fiction, fairness and injustice, dedication and imitation can all be blurred by view counts and the relentless flow of content. The only clear thing is this: in this world, truth is sometimes no longer the deciding factor. What matters more is who controls the narrative being told. And SSSniperWolf, whether loved or criticized, has proven one thing: controlling the narrative is the ultimate power in the digital realm. So is she a victor in this game, or merely a testament to its distortions? The answer remains open, leaving each viewer to shape their own perspective.